Everyone. My name is Mukul Sharma. Today I'm going to present my internship project titled Food Genie, an AI powered food ordering app. These projects were developed as part of my full stack web development internship. The main objective of this project was to build complete industry level food or ordering application using Mern stack. So let's get started. So let's go with internship overview. Now, I would like to give you a brief about what overview this internship was about. I had completed this internship in domain of full stack web development. During this internship, I worked both on front end and back end technologies, which helped me understand the complete life cycle of web application development. Before this, before starting this internship, I had very limited knowledge about uh, stack development, full stack development. Throughout the internship, I learned how different technologies work together, build complete web application. On the front end side, I learned HTML, which helped me use to structure the web pages. I also learned the CSS, which was responsible for styling the application, making it visually very attractive. JavaScript helped me understand the concepts of arrow function, promises, programming, structural, modules, and after that, we learned about React.js. React.js helped me reusable components and create dynamic interfaces for the user. Then we learned about Redux Toolkit, which was used for centralized state management. It allowed us different components of the application to share data without causing unnecessary complexity. On the backend side, I used Express.js to build REST APIs and manage routing and server side logic. For the database, I learned MongoDB, which is a NoSQL database. MongoDB stores flexible JSON files, documents, making it suitable for modern day life applications. So these were the internship overview of my journey throughout this internship. Let's talk about goals of internship. In this slide, I'll explain you the main goals I set for myself during the internship. Instead of learning theoretical concepts, I wanted to understand how real world web applications are built from scratch. My goal was to learn front end development. I wanted to understand how the websites are designed, how they interact with the users. The second goal was to learn back end development. I wanted to understand how servers process the request when the interaction goes on between the users. Using Node.js and Express.js, I learned how backend applications handle the logic, the communication between the databases behind the system. For storage purpose, I learned MongoDB, which I created collection of users, restaurants, foods, items, and customer orders. It kept a track of everything. It stored the databases of everything. I also understood how different collections are related and how data flows between them. The next goal was to build REST APIs. REST APIs acted like bridges between front end and back end. Another main objective was learning authentication and authorization. Security is the most important aspect of modern technology. It was very necessary to provide authentication and prevent unauthorized illegal illegal access to the development stage. Overall, this internship was excellent learning experience that strengthened both my technical, practical, and development skills. In next slides, I'll explain you how how motivated the problem to solve the solution and why a smart food ordering platform is needed today. Problem statement. Today, online food delivery platforms have become a part of our daily lives. Millions of people order food online every day because it is fast, convenient, and saves time. One of the biggest problems is it lacks AI based review analysis. Reading all these reviews before placing an order is practically impossible. However, star ratings do not always provide the complete image of the food which we are gonna order. New users often don't know which dish is actually popular or highly recommended or mostly reordered. They usually spend a lot of time checking reviews and finding the best option. Restaurant owners receive large number of reviews but often struggle to identify common issues. For example, customers may repeatedly mention slow service, poor packaging, excellent taste. Reading every review every day manually is so tough and inconvenient. Because of these limitations, both customer and restaurant owners lose valuable information. AI has the ability to process large amount of text within short time. This information helps customer makes faster decisions and smarter decisions. It also helps the restaurant owner gain valuable insights about their food, delivery, packaging, everything else. The aim was not only to provide food ordering functionality, but also use AI to enhance the overall user experience. In the next slides, we will discuss about the proposed solutions regarding these problems. After identifying the limitations of existing food delivery platforms, I wanted to design such thing that which can help the restaurant owners and the customers who are gonna order food. And then I came across this WebStack Academy's immensely full stack web development course, and I enrolled in it, and I got the opportunity to work on this topic. One of the key features of the application is AI powered restaurant analysis. Instead of asking users to read hundreds of customer reviews, the system automatically analyzes them using AI. This saves time, provides user with meaningful information in just a few seconds. The AI identifies the dishes that customer mentions most frequently in their reviews. It also improves the customer confidence while placing order. The application includes secure user authentication. Another important feature is restaurant search. Users they can easily search for their best and whatever restaurant they often order from, they can easily search on the search bar, which provides them convenience of selecting their favorite dishes and favorite restaurants easily. Food Genie also provides a complete cart management system. Users can add multiple food items to their cart, update quantities, and remove unwanted items, view and total amount they can see, and they can make the payment during the checkout. The authorization provides a safety for the user and the restaurant owners for getting the ethical and the most relevant users only. As there can be no order which can be placed without logging in, without signing in the platform. Let's talk about what is full stack development. Full stack development means processing processing of both front end and back end together to develop a web application. That is the full stack development. A full stack developer is responsible for designing user interface, developing the server side logic, managing database, and integrating all the components in one complete system. In my project, I have used Mern stack, which is one of the most popular full stack development technologies. The first layer is front end. The front end is the part of application that users can see and interact with. To develop the front end, I use React.js along with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now I will talk about backend. Backend is the brain of the application. It comes behind the bars. I developed the backend using Node.js and Express.js. The backend performs the required operation and sends an appropriate response back to the front end. Whatever requests are being made from the front end, backend processes it and responds to the front end. MongoDB, that is the database, uh, that is the third layer, which is the database. MongoDB stores the database, then the information. It is it is a non-SQL database. MongoDB stores data in JSON-like documents, making it flexible and easy to use with JavaScript applications. In my project, MongoDB stores user details, restaurant information, and food, shopping carts, and customer orders. When a user opens the application, React displays the user interface. The backend communication with Google Gemini AI to analysis the restaurant reviews and generate useful insights. The Google Gemini AI is used for getting the reviews and authenticate for the users who are going to place an order for their insights. Let's talk about Mern stack. What is Mern stack? In this slide, I'll explain the Mern stack, which is core technology stack used to develop my project, which is Food Genie. Mern is a popular JavaScript based technology stack which is used for developing or building modern full stack web applications. These technologies are MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node.js. One of the biggest advantage of Mern stack is that JavaScript is used throughout the entire application. This allows the developers to work with single programming languages for both front end and back end. In my project, React is responsible for displaying restaurants, food items, shopping carts, user profile, and order history. React allows us to divide the application into reusable components. Redux stores applications such as logged in, whoever logins, their information, restaurants, food items, and cart information in centralized store. Express.js is a lightweight backend framework built on top of Node.js. In Food Genie, in our project, Express handles routing, middleware authentication, request validation, and communication between front end and database. The third technology which we used was Node.js. Node.js is the runtime environment for executing JavaScript outside the browser. It allows JavaScript to run on the server side. Node.js processes client request, executes business logic, communicates with MongoDB, and sends response to the front end. The last technology is MongoDB. It provides flexibility, high performance, and scalability. All these technologies together to give us a smooth workflow and for a smooth operation. Let's talk about system architecture. In this slide, I'll explain how the overall system architecture of Food Genie and how different components work together to complete a user request. The architecture follows a client server model where each component has specific responsibilities. These modular design make application easier to maintain, secure, and scale. This process begins with user through a web interface or through the front end side. They can register, login, search for restaurants, view food items, add them to cart, place orders. All these actions are performed through React front end. The second layer is React front end. React is responsible for displaying all the pages handling user interactions. However, React itself does not directly communicate with the database. Instead, it sends API request to the backend. Before sending API request, the application uses Redux toolkit for state management. Redux stores important application data such as user information, restaurant details, shopping carts, everything, very important details it stores. It sends those API requests to the backend, and backend responds with the what do we say, the request pull, and it responds with the answer through the MongoDB. MongoDB stores the database, it accesses the database and provides the solution, and it is sent back to the user. Gemini restaurant insights are very helpful for the user to make use of the AI intelligence technology and get proper reviews to know what is the best dish in the restaurant. And it is a very helpful insight for the restaurant owners to know which part or which food the users are liking the most. Let's talk about feature implementation. In this, customer customer module is the first module and the second module is admin module. I'll first explain about customer side features. The first feature is user registration. A new user should create an account by providing basic information such as name, email, phone number, password. The application validates the entered information before creating the amount account. The next feature is user login. Login is protected using JSON web token authentication. Once a user logins, he is allowed to buy or place an order until unless the user is not allowed to do all such things. The next feature is restaurant details. The user is provided with restaurant details to know what restaurant best dishes, what it is not, what is best, and all. And fourth feature is add to cart. Users can add their favorite dish in the cart and they can check out and they can even check the order history of whatever order they are going to place, and they can also check the profile and make changes about their uh, details and all that stuff. Now let's talk about admin module. Administration can add new restaurants to the platform. They have the access or whole control over the platform in which they can add the restaurants. They can check the food management, order management, user management. They are the one who are managing all this stuff. They are the ones who identify customer satisfaction levels and popular items in the menu, and overall the project successfully implements all the essential features expected from modern food ordering platform. Let's talk about the challenges faced during this development of Food Genie platform. I It was my first time to interact with all this stuff. I was the first time interacting with React JS. I had never used it, and the biggest challenge was Redux toolkit. Managing applications wide state was completely new to me. Initially, I found it difficult to understand actions, slices, and operations. Later, when I was following through the ma'am's lecture, Richa ma'am's lecture, and I understood the concepts very clearly, which helped me build a very different and very efficiently during this whole internship. The Gemini API was all new concepts for me, and to create a responsive UI. I have created projects where there are many errors in UI and design of the software, but this was completely different experience of developing front end as well as back end and completely developing a web application. This was a complete new experience to me. And Webstack Academy gave this opportunity and the internship opportunity for us to develop such nice project and enhance our skills, which gave me a new exposure. Let's talk about the future enhancement of this project. What future updates or upgradation which we can do in this project? We can make a mobile app. Right now, this application is not live, but it is locally available. But we can make it live. We can upgrade the voice ordering. We can make online payments more efficient, more non trackable for the attackers or hackers. We can make live tracking which can come which you can see and check where your order is. We can bring loyalty program, like whoever buys our premium version of the app, they can attain good amount of discounts. We can push notifications, mobile app. We can recommend engine. We can add dark light theme. The dark light theme, that is not necessarily, because I've already implemented that in my locally website which I've developed. We can talk about the conclusion of all this was the first. I would like to conclude my presentation by summarizing the overall outcome of this project. Google Genie, which allowed me to develop using Mern stack. It gave me the very immense experience. A primary goal of this project was to combine modern web technologies with artificial intelligence to create smarter and more efficient food ordering experience. Throughout the development process, throughout the lectures, throughout the assistance from the mentors, I gained practical experience in both front end and back end development. On the front end, I use React.js to create an interactive and responsive user interface. On the back end, I use Node.js and Express.js to develop secure REST APIs and manage applications. MongoDB was used to store database to store users, restaurants, food items, and order details. One of the most significant achievements of this project was integrating AI. This enabled users to make better decisions while ordering food. The project was also included secure user authentication using JWT. Customers can register, log in, search restaurants, add items to cart, place orders, and view their order history. During the development process, I encountered several technical challenges. These included learning React, implementation of Redux, working with authentication, designing the database, using artificial intelligence. Solving these challenges improved my technical knowledge and problem solving skills. Before concluding, I would like to show you the demo of the project. So let's get started with the demo. This is the backend. This is the backend of the uh, project. Let's get started with the backend. Wait for a backend response. Okay, we have got the backend responding. Let's take a response from the front end as well. Okay, so we have got a local ID. We can copy this. Yeah, we have got the web address and we can go there and I can show you the how the functionality of this project works. Okay. So yeah, this is the MongoDB. This is where the admin has the access of all the information here. And this is the cards, coupons, food items, menu, orders, restaurants. All the details of the database of the restaurants are stored here. So let's get started. I'll put the information here. Wait, I think I need to run it again. Yeah, now I can go there and I'll just refresh it. Yeah, so this you can see here, this is the online platform which we have developed in 2026. We can see here, we can search for our favorite restaurants, which is Domino's, for example. Domino's, we can search. We should get Domino's and enter. We get the Domino's here. We can go back. The- There are currently four restaurants listed: KFC Indiranagar, Domino's Pizza, McDonald's, Paradise Biryani. Suppose I want to arrange it in a best and most reviewed restaurant. So I'll click by sort by reviews. So it will generate all the Paradise. See, Paradise has 612 reviews, so it is in the top. And the lowest reviews is Domino's. Domino's got the lowest reviews, so it is at the bottom. So by ratings, let's do it by ratings. So let's do it by ratings. The most is Paradise Biryani got the most ratings, as well as KFC Indiranagar, which is in second. Domino's has come up. Domino's has come to third rank. Let's talk about their reviews. So we can see this using AI, we can get to know that the review of somebody is positive. They provide hot pizzas, fast delivery, fresh ingredients, excellent garlic bread. Okay, let's talk about Paradise Biryani. Okay, they provide positive, authentic Hyderabadi taste, large portions, excellent spices, and highly recommended. So anyhow, we can select one. Like if we want to go and select any of those, we can select McDonald's and we can order our whichever we want. In this, we have Oreo shake, McAloo Tikki, Big Mac. We want KFC. We can just go and order this French fries, hot chicken, ginger burger. Or we want Domino's, we want pizza, we have pizza options here. And we have McDonald's, as we can see, McDonald's also. We have biryani options also. This is mutton biryani, chicken 65. And we can choose any of it. I'll go with the second one. I'll go with, I can see for being authorized user, I need to sign in first. If I don't sign in, I'm not allowed to log in. So either you can register here or you can just log in. After registering, you can just log in. So I have already registered, so I can just log in. As soon as I log in, you can see here I get the login successful. Now I can place the orders. Suppose I wanted to place a Domino's order, I can just order a pizza. As you can see, cart value has increased to 1. So I can make it 2, and the cart values have increased. So I have ordered 3 pizzas. So after doing this, you can just go into the cart and just click that, and you can see the sum up of how many pizzas you have ordered, and how many what is the charge, and you can see the total here. And you can just click checkout. So when you click checkout, you come to the place. This is the payment section where you can either pay through cards, or you can either pay through iPhones or Apple Pay. Either you can pay through Apple Pay or you can pay through checkout link. So here let's pay with the card. Here you got to enter the details. Just enter some details. Karnataka here. Enter some details. We need to enter card information. So right now we can't enter the real card information. Let's use test cards uh, to test the software. These are used to test the software. We can use the test cards. Right now we are using the test cards. And as you can see here, after entering the values, we can just place the order. We can just pay. As soon as we click pay, see we can see delivery charges, which is 1 to 3 hours, and order is placed. So order has been placed. So how to check the orders, where it is, how long will it take? So we can just go to order section here. We click order, you can see here. These are in the processing stages and these are delivered. So I'll show you how the restaurants, as soon as they have delivered the product, how the market has delivered. So right now they go to the cloud section and they go to the order section. They go to the order section. Here you can see the orders, whichever order has been come. See here we can see that the order has been delivered. So here mostly they make a change as soon as they click on this and see here before it is, yeah. So you can make here processing. From processing they can make it to, from processing they can make it to update. You can update here. So here once it gets updated, the details at Food Genie, our software gets updated here. So right now only the first one is delivered. Since it was marked as delivered here, it was delivered. Oh, I think I have been logged out of the platform. That is the reason why it was not upgrading. Let me just log in again. Yeah, I'll just log in again and I'll show you how the changes have been made. So right now, this is the cluster in which our functions have been going on. Let's go and check let's go to the browse collections. Here we can find out all the clusters and all the things here. As we can see, orders. See, we can see here all the orders are in processing. Only these Domino's one is in delivered. So let's mark all this delivered and let's see what happens. Let's click this and okay, let's update it. So since we have updated this, let's update all of it. Let's update all of it. Okay, we have updated this also. Okay, let's update only these many and we can see. We can just refresh it and we get to know, see. We can see here it has been delivered. It has been delivered. So this is how the restaurant owners, as soon as the order is delivered, it shows you the exactly how from pre-processing to delivered, how it changes. So this is the profile. You can log out after your order is there, after your orders have been processed. You can just log out and log in again to place an order. You have log in again to place an order. That's it. That's the whole project about. So I would like to thank at the end of the project, I would like to thank the Webstack Academy for providing such internship opportunity for us to develop our coding skills and full stack web development skills and gaining hands-on experience with immense technologies and new softwares and improving our knowledge and attaining the skills required for the modern industry. Thank you.